stuff and reminding ourselves we're going to look at a couple other ways that figures can be drawn so that they're similar, so that you're not confused by them. So we have these two triangles. We have triangle ABC and triangle DEF. And they are similar. How do we know they're similar? Anybody? How do I know that these two triangles are similar? Really? Yeah, it tells me. Remember, this symbol right here means is similar to. So on your notes. Okay, that little squiggly symbol means is similar to. So you're writing that down. So right now your pencil should be writing, if you haven't written it down already, right on the line, just like I did. Okay, so you're just filling in the notes. Now, if these two triangles are similar, that means the corresponding angles are the same. Okay, they have the same measure. So can anybody give me one set of corresponding angles? Remember, corresponding means matching up. Which angles match up with each other? I'll start it. If I say angle A, hang on a second. Okay, angle A corresponds to, so here's angle A. Which one does that match up with? Angle A matches up with what? Jada? D. Absolutely. And another way to tell is how they're listed. A came first, D came first. So angle A and angle D match up. Okay, they are corresponding. Give me another set of corresponding angles. Go ahead, Brinley.
B and E.
Angle B corresponds. Remember that double-sided arrow means corresponds, and so you should be writing this down, Travis. Angle E. Okay, if you're writing it down as I'm writing it down, then you don't have to play catch up. Okay, so the last set of corresponding angles is angle C. Whoa. Angle C corresponds to angle F. Okay? Questions there? Okay, then we're going to match up corresponding sides. Doesn't really matter what side we start with. Okay, I'm going to start with this side, AB. AB corresponds to what? Go ahead, Jada. DE. And I'm glad she said it in that order, DE, because A, I circled in red, went to B. I'm going to start at D and go to E. Okay? AC, side AC corresponds to which side on the other triangle, Brinley? DF. DF, red to blue, DF. And that would leave BC corresponds to, so BC, is it FE or EF? Which order do I have to put that in? If I said BC, Zachary? EF. I'd have to say EF. Okay, I have to start at the green and go to the blue. So EF. Okay, that was review from yesterday, right? We covered those things yesterday, hopefully. That all came back to us. It's good to hear it again. It's good to remember the symbols that we are using. Okay, any questions from anybody at home on that? Okay, then let's look at this problem. Okay, the following triangles are similar. Find the missing value. Do you see two triangles in this picture? It says the following triangles, plural, are similar. Do you see two triangles? Some of you are saying, no, I don't see two triangles. There are two triangles. Jada.
The big one and then in the middle there's one.
Yeah. So sometimes the picture is drawn where one triangle is kind of sitting on top of the other triangle. So there are two triangles here. And here's one triangle. Okay? And the other triangle is the big triangle. Now, for some of you, it might be easier to redraw this as two separate triangles. If that helps you see it, okay, you should be grabbing your pencil and then drawing this. We have the small triangle, which this side is 6 centimeters and the bottom is X centimeters. And then we have the larger triangle, which the side here is 10 centimeters and the bottom is 12 centimeters. So if it helps you to look at it as two separate triangles and redraw it, I can then label it, just like we did yesterday on word problems, A and B. We have triangle A compared to triangle B. So I can say I have A over B. And now I'm going to set up and solve a proportion. So I need to fill in the numbers. Okay, hang on a second. Hello. Okay. All right, thank you. Bye. Okay, so I'm going to pick a side on triangle A. I'm going to go with 6. 6 matches up with, hi girls, what'd you do, stall the bus this morning?
No,
No.
it's hit.
It's hit?
We got in the ditch.
Oh no! I'm sorry. That's not fun. And it was foggy, so here's notes packet. We're on page 12. Okay, so 6 centimeters from triangle A matches up with which side on triangle B? Brinley? 10. Okay, these are matching, so 6 over 10. That means the X, the X matches up with the 12. Okay, once we've set up the proportion, now we're going to solve it. How do we solve this? Zachary?
You do 6 times 12 and you divide that by 10.
Okay, multiply the numbers on the diagonal, divide by 10, and this is where you can use a calculator. Okay, so 6 times 12 is 72 divided by 10. X equals 7.2 centimeters. There's your answer. Okay, and yeah, some of you could have done that in your head without a calculator, absolutely. Okay, I always like to double check my work with a calculator just in case. My brain isn't always functioning like on 100%, especially in the morning. Questions at all on that problem? Okay, I think some of you, if you would have seen that problem on homework, would have been confused because you did not see 2 triangles. You saw like a triangle and a trapezoid.
That's what I saw.
Yeah. And so if we didn't do an example like that, then those problems are hard. Now that you've seen it, hopefully it's easier to pull it apart and say, oh yeah, there are 2 triangles there. Okay? All right, the last one on this part of the notes looks like this. So again, the following triangles are similar. This time I hope you see 2 triangles. Okay? But one of them is just kind of flipped upside down. So it has to be rotated. So we have a triangle up here, and we have a triangle down here. But this triangle on the top has to be rotated around. Okay, so it would really be the big triangle, or we'll go with the big triangle first, which has 14 centimeters down here and X centimeters over here. And if I rotate the small triangle, If I take this triangle and I rotate it, I don't just flip it, I actually have to rotate it. The 4 centimeters ends up at the bottom, and the 5 centimeters is over on the side. Okay? So it really does help me to redraw the picture so that the triangles are facing the same direction. Okay, because then I can match everything up. Then we're looking at triangle A and triangle B. So we have A over B, and we can set up our proportion. Okay, so we pick a side from A. I'm going to pick the X. The X from triangle A matches up with the 5 from triangle B. So you have X over 5, and then the 14, the 14 matches up with the 4, so 14 over 4. Okay, and then we're going to solve it. What do I multiply and what do I divide by? Jada?
Multiply the 14 times 5 and divide it.
14 times 5 divided by 4, and we get X equals 17.5 centimeters as our answer. Questions there? Any questions from anybody on that? Okay, so that is the end of the notes part for the first half of class. Okay?